Did we do this one yesterday? Okay, so we'll start off with this one here. Now, our main steps for solving these is first we need to eliminate one variable from the equations. And then the second step is really to repeat step number one. And then we finish up solving for the variables. So when we look at this here, problem number one, we want to eliminate a variable from all three. And so we look at it, we're trying to see which one would be the easiest to eliminate. So what do you think here? Out of all of these three here, which variable would be the easiest to eliminate from all three equations? Y, because they're all 2y, yes? So we're going to eliminate y first. Now, it really doesn't matter at this point which one we choose as the eliminating equation, the one we're going to use to eliminate y from the other two. But I'm just going to pick the top one, just because. And we're going to use it to eliminate y out of the other two equations. So the first thing we'll do is, after picking that, is we can rewrite our two equations down. So 3x plus 2y minus z is equal to 7. And our negative x plus 2y plus 4z equals negative 9. Now, because 2y in our eliminator equation, or the equation we're using to eliminate y out of both of them, is already the same as these two here, we don't have to do anything with it. We can just rewrite it down. X minus 2y plus z equals negative 11. We can go and just write them down because the values of y are already the same. We don't have to do anything to it. Now we look at this here. The values, the sign in front of y for these two here, our first set here, are opposite. One's positive, one's negative. So when the signs are opposite, we are going to do what? We're going to add them together. We're going to add them together. Because when we add these together, 3x plus x is 4x. 2y plus negative 2y, well, that is 0. Those cancel each other out. And z plus negative z, or negative z plus z, those cancel out also, don't they? So here, y and z both cancel out, just leaving us with x. But we still have to add the last two, 7 plus negative 11. Well, 7 plus negative 11 is negative 4. Wait a minute, we have an equation with x by itself, don't we? We have one variable here. So before I do anything over here, let's just solve for x. What would I need to do to this here to solve for x? What? We're going to divide it by 4. We're going to divide both sides by 4, which tells me x is equal to negative 1. So in some of these here, it might work out that we get the first variable without doing too much. So all we did was one step and we found the value of x. Questions on this here? So now we just need to find two more. So let's look at this next one here. So let's go on and simplify it down. So here again, we are going to add because the value or signs of y are opposite, yes? So let's look at this, negative x plus x. Well, that is 0. 2y plus negative 2y is 0. 4z plus z is 5z. And negative 9 plus negative 11 is negative 20. Well, wait a minute. Now we have on the other side, we have an equation with just what? Z, yes? So to solve this for z, what are we going to do? We're going to divide both sides by So z is equal to negative 4. Well, this one here worked out kind of nice, didn't it? And it told us x and z after the first step. Now, what do we need to do to find y? Plug it into one of the originals, yes? Normally, we had to do a few more steps, yes? Because we had to use those two. And again, once you find one variable, try to use it in the others, work it back. So here, I'm going to erase all of this here. Because we said x is equal to negative 1, z is equal to negative 4. Charlie, which one do we want to use? The top one, middle, or bottom? Top one. So we'll use this equation to find the value of y. Well, x is negative 1 minus 2y, because we don't know what y is, plus negative 4 equals negative 11. Now we just need to solve for y. We need to simplify it. So it's really just negative 1 minus 2y minus 4 equals negative 11. Well, what is negative 1 minus 4 when we combine those like terms? That would be negative 5, yes? Our next step would be 2. What? Add 5 to both sides. So when we add 5 to both sides, we get negative 2y equals what? Negative 6. And from here, we can divide both sides by negative 2, and we get y is equal to 3. Any questions on this here? Any questions on any of this here? So our solution for this here is negative 1, 3, negative 4. Any questions on this here? Are y'all starting to get the hang of this? Yes? Like I said earlier, we're going to do 2. So we've done 1. We're going to do 1 more, and then I'm going to let y'all work on this assignment. Okay? So that y'all can get some practice at it, and if you get stuck or need help, you can ask. So let's look at this one here. Looking at this one here, it doesn't really matter which one we eliminate first, x, y, or z. I'm going to use the top equation. It's kind of our eliminator equation. I'm going to use it to eliminate a variable out. What do we want to eliminate first, x, y, or z? Why don't we do z? It's kind of convenient because z and z here for this equation are the same, aren't they? They both have 1. So we don't have to do anything for that one. So this one on the right, we can just rewrite x plus y minus z equals negative 1, and we're good. So one of them works out. We don't have to do a whole lot to it. The other one, we're going to have to multiply the entire equation by something for the z's to line up. So what do I need to multiply? What do I need to multiply this z by to get 4z? 4. It'd be 4 times x plus y minus z. Multiply both sides by 4. Well, 4 times x is 4x. 4 times y is plus 4y. 4 times z is minus 4z equals negative 4. So we multiply by the 4, we get this here. Any questions on any of this here so far? And now we can really just move this here right under our equation. Now for the one on the left, since the signs in front of z are the same, we subtract. When they're the same, we subtract. When they're opposite, we add. 4x minus 4x is 0. 4y minus 4y is negative 4z minus negative 4z. Well, negative negative makes positive, so we get, so this here is no solutions. No solution. It does not work. And that's it. That's all we have to do for this one here. Because we got a false statement, 0 equals 2 is a false statement, we have a no solution. It does not work. Any questions on this here? Any questions on anything we've done so far? We good with this here? Yes? Are y'all ready to try some of these on your own, or do you guys want to see one more? Be good? Yes? Okay.